So we've got a Net2 Plus ACU wired into the network. As normal, as we can see, we've got TX and RX lights flashing, meaning it's communicating with the Net2 server. Currently running version 6.03, the most recent version of Net2 software. And in the background there we have a Suprema reader. The reader is powered down because in this example we don't care what reader it is. All we care about is that the reader has an Ethernet connection wired into the back of it, as this one does. And anyone that's thinking, oh, that's okay, you know, iEvo, for example, doesn't use an Ethernet connection directly on the device itself. It uses an intermediary board, you know, with a reader head. This attack doesn't work. This specific attack doesn't work on that, but I have other attacks that will get around that, so that's not a problem. So basically, pretty much any reader, any biometric reader, or any reader that's got this Ethernet exposed. So if I just unplug that out of the reader, as I said, we don't care what reader it is. That's not what the focus is. Then we'll bring in dark ether into the mix. This box, basically, at the moment, there's going to be some additional wires that come out the back of that for future expansion. But in this example, we've got is a power lead, and this does run on 5 volts. So we can use a USB battery, for example, for this. You know, like something you would use to keep your phone charged, to charge your laptop. So this can be, you know, completely portable. And out of that, we've got an Ethernet cable, RJ45, and then we've just got basically a coupler. So when we unplug the Ethernet cable that was in the biometric reader, we can obviously unplug it from that. The lead will obviously be short, so we can use that coupler to plug straight in. So then we just plug the one that was plugged into the back of the reader into the coupler. Try and do this one-handed whilst holding my phone. Clip that in. So now basically this device, dark ether, is now connected to the same Ethernet cable in which the biometric reader was. And then there's lots of menu options in here, but I'm just going to cover the first 4. So the first one would be get and set IP. Now this will basically interrogate the network and assign an IP address to the dark ether itself, whether that will be through DHCP, or if that's disabled, you're just using a switch, then it's intelligent enough to know that's the fact and obtain by various means and basically get an IP address that's within the same range as everything else that's on the network. So I'll push red button, as we can see, instantly success. So it's a bit blurred out because the screen's so bright on this, so it's making everything sort of look washed out on the camera. Next option will be to scan the network. So we're going to now scan the network. Give that a few seconds to do what it's got to do. As we can see now, we've got success. And the next option is to open doors. So if I bring this back, as we can see, at the top here we've got the LEDs for the relay LEDs to let us know when it's open. And now basically if I push the red button to open doors, as we can see now the doors are open and the lights are flashing on the readers. And that's as simple as that. Walk up with a mobile box that runs on a battery, disconnect the Ethernet cable from the back of the biometric reader, plug it into this box, push a few buttons, and now all doors are now open and will remain permanently open until I choose to close them. So option 4, which is where we'll stop, close doors, and as we can see, everything's gone back to normal. Okay guys, thanks for watching, cheers.